Well, welcome. And next time it's gonna be a lot better. I swear. I won't be doing it on my laptop. I'll be doing it on my computer. But anyways, um, so would you be able to kind of introduce yourself and maybe tell about some of the things that you were doing previously to working with me and like some of the dietary things you might have been doing?
Yeah, for sure. So my name's Brad, and I've been working with Justin now for, oh man, what's it been? Over about a year, maybe a little bit more than a year. Something like,
January.
there we go.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, so I tried a whole bunch of different things. I tried different dietary coaching, different nutritionists, vitamins, different workout styles, all these crazy things, and nothing seemed to be working. And then just working with Justin, everything kind of clicked and everything worked together. And maybe it was a little bit of stubbornness, and Justin was able to get me over that. But I mean, the advice he's given me and has done wonders, and it still blows my mind. Just I guess just the advice and how it's all worked out, and perseverance is kind of the biggest thing in all that. And you kind of get in at that 1 to 2 month mark, and you think, oh boy, like is this just another rodeo I've put myself on? But you kind of just have to trust the advice and keep going. And I think it was almost 6 or 8 months of finally eating day to day and not eating like a mouse. And I finally started to lose some weight. So I think everything's been good so far. And I mean, I owe it mostly to Justin there.
Thank you. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Like I was looking at the calories and stuff that you're eating before we started when you tracked, and you're eating 100, 200, 300 meals. Like that's
Yeah.
your whole day.
Yeah.
And then on like the fifth day, you said you'd go and get like a burger from like a restaurant or something, and you get like 2,000 calories. And you're
Yeah.
only averaging, like when I did the math, figuring out you're averaging 600 calories a
Yeah.
day.
It was bad.
Like,
Bad.
like that's only 4,200 calories in a whole week. And you're
Still
maintaining.
gaining weight. I was still gaining weight, and I couldn't understand.
Yeah, it's crazy because like your metabolism had been like lowered so much that your maintenance level was 600.
Oh
So
yeah.
then when you had like that 2,000 calorie meal, that
Oh,
extra 1,400 calories is like almost half a pound that you're having just that you're gaining. And it
yeah.
was cool to see like as we work together and stuff, like you probably thought I was nuts. So I'm like, oh, just eat more, just eat more. And like, how did you find reverse dieting and like the process of like eating more and like the results that you had?
Well, definitely at first, I think just like like kind of every journey, like weight loss journey or diet journey or food journey, like you you get frustrated at first because you want such quick results. um but eating, like right out of the gate, as soon as I started eating, um I started to have more energy, and I wasn't burning out as much. um and some of the issues I was having, like with sleep and stuff, they started to get better. And they've still been kind of rocky, but I mean, that's life. And you deal with stressors in life, and stressors at work. um, but overall, in the beginning, you kind of just have to trust the advice and go along with it, and eventually it works out.
Yeah, because it took quite some time, like to get
Yeah.
from 600 to like, and we did it pretty fast with you because you were making some pretty big jumps and everything. And then like we worked our way up to 3,200 calories, and then we noticed that you started to put on a little bit of weight there. So
Yeah.
we're like, okay, let's drop it down. Figured your maintenance is around like 3,000 to 2,900. And it was quite a little bit of a journey to get there.
Well, it was crazy to think that I was eating like I was eating so much less, and that trying to like I found it a struggle at first to get 3,200 calories in a day. But now it's no problem. You kind of figure out uh, what kind of meals you want to eat, and you know your protein levels and your carb levels and everything. But at first it was like, man, how am I, especially with work and being on the go, like how am I gonna get 3,200 calories in a day? But it all worked out.
Yeah, and you weren't even hungry before, and now you're like starving all the time, and you're like, man, I just need to eat. And it's crazy how like the hormones start firing, and you get
Yeah,
like more energy, and like your sleep. Like when you first started, I remember you told me like you pretty much couldn't eat anything because you're having so much gut issues because you didn't
yeah,
have enough energy to break down any of the food.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, and once you actually got like to maintenance and stuff, the weight started to drop off pretty quick once, but it just took a while to get there.
Yeah, and I'm still averaging 1 to 2 pounds a week, so it's we're on track, and it's good.
You're eating like 22 to 2,400 now, right?
Oh yeah, 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 and that's that seems to be like a pretty good magic number right now. Um, but I mean, I'll be interested to see where we go next for sure.
It's 4 times as much calories as you were eating before,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
you're losing 2 pounds. So,
yeah.
which is awesome. So,
Who knew?
yeah, 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 29 pounds, right? That
Yeah.
you're down. So it's been pretty good. Like the first, I don't know, 6 months, we just lost inches on the mat. We didn't really show we were gaining muscle, strength is going up. And you're like, man, I don't understand. I'm eating more, and now my inches are as we're increasing, and then but the weight was kind of staying the same for like a long period.
Yeah. It took a long time for just kind of my metabolism and my body to trust me in there, because it would be like, I'm not sure about this.
Yeah. At that one point, we're like, is the scale broken, or is it because it's the same measurement every single week? And we were doing that maintain that for like probably a month, and then we decided to drop, and then it's like just dropping off now.
Yeah. Oh
That's
yeah. Awesome.
so how's your experience with like eating more calories? Like I know at the beginning you said it was like overwhelming to try to eat, but how is it now getting those calories that you're getting now, like 3,200 to 24?
Oh yeah. It's super easy now. Like, uh, I find I find kind of my body adapting more to eating eating more, and that, um, like I'll still track on my fitness pal and stuff like that, but I even find when I'm eating, my body kind of knows when I've hit that mark and I don't need to eat anymore. And just from having to be so strict on how many calories were in a meal, and I had to get to this certain point, um, it's not in any way overwhelming. You kind of just you learn to work with it. So now I know, okay, I need so many calories at breakfast, so many calories at lunch, and so many calories at dinner. And if I want to have something else, like a snack or a pop or something, that you just kind of that's when I kind of move back towards my fitness pal, because then it helps you kind of calculate it out a little bit more instead of just trying to wing it. Um, but I found it's way easier to do it now than it was in the beginning.
Hmm. And how are you liking like you went hunting like 2 weeks ago, and you decided to have a little bit more fun, having a little bit more calories and everything, and just having like you're not actually eating that much more when you're
Yeah,
going and having fun, and that and you're able to like you gain like 2 pounds, and then you we pretty much lost them in the next week. So
yeah.
how is it being able to have the food freedom to enjoy things and make those fun occasions a maintenance week versus a gaining week where it's like things go off the rails before?
Oh, it's nice, and I mean, when people ask me, how's it going and stuff like that, it's people don't realize that you can still lose weight and you can still eat healthy, and but still have those times where you can have some cookies, have a pop, or have popcorn or something like that, and still maintain your weight loss. And I mean, to know that you can do that and it's not so restrictive, it's so much less stressful. You don't feel like you have to eat chicken and rice for every meal, or you go out on a weekend and everyone's having a burger and you're like, wow, I guess I'm gonna have my kale salad. Like, I mean, it just takes so much stress off, that I think impacts your perception on, and I guess on nutrition and dieting, and then in turn just stresses you out, and then your body just kind of holds that stress, and you get higher cortisol levels, and then your body just kind of goes into lockdown mode because it thinks you're getting chased by some wild animal, and then your body's like, nope, I'm going to store every pound, every calorie, every ounce I can, just in case something else happens. So it's nice, that freedom.
Yeah, it really is. And yeah, my whole thing that I've been saying in my lives and stuff lately is like, you got to have something that you're able to do for a decade and that you can win every time. So you can't have things that are unachievable, like trying to do a carnivore diet or keto diet or vegan or whatever it is. There's too many restrictions, and eventually you're going to fail. So having the flexibility and just achievable goals is.
I did that carnivore diet, and I mean, it's tough. It's a tough one.
Yeah. And like trying to do exercise, it's definitely limited.
Oh, yes.
So how has losing 29 pounds impacted your energy levels and like mood, overall well-being, kind of day-to-day life?
Oh, it's made everything from self-esteem to how I move about. I'm able to do things that I haven't been able to do in a long time, and I challenged myself, as we talked about. I went on that 10-day sheep hunting trip in the Yukon, where we were hiking like 20-30 kilometers a day, and I never thought when I first started that I was going to be able to do that. So just having the energy to go on those trips, and to know that I'm not gonna die when I'm out in the middle of the mountains, that's a big relief. But yeah, having the more energy is, man, just wonders. And not, when you wake up in the morning, not kind of dragging yourself like a zombie, like it changes everything. Your mood's better. Yeah, I'm not sure what else more to say on that. Except that the kind of overall quality of your life or my life is better. Like, I'm in a better mood. I'm not as irritated. I'm not as angry. Like, the only thing I really notice now is that since I'm hungrier, that if I don't get food, that I am a little bit more irritated. But all I know is I just have to eat something and then I'm good. It's just not it's not a prolonged, I guess, irritated mood. It's just kind of, oh, now I know I need to eat.
Yeah, that's amazing. It's so exciting. Do you have any advice for the people listening today?
I would say, even when you get frustrated, just persevere, trust the process, because it could take you a month, or it could take you like 6 to 8 months like me. And I would just tell people, just hang in there. It will eventually happen. You just gotta stick to the plan, stick to your goals, understand that weight loss isn't a race, it's a journey. It's a lifetime thing. And to take the advice that Justin gives you and transform it into the long run. and learn how to adapt it to your life.
Very well said. I appreciate you coming on and spending all the time with us. You've been technically waiting for me for the last 35 minutes. So to stick around and take time out of your day, especially when you got to drive all the way up to, I don't even know where.
Yeah, I'm going north of Edson tonight.
Yeah, Edson. So you got a good 2 hour drive at least.
2.5 hour drive. Yeah.
So hopefully you drive safe tonight and enjoy the rest of your weekend, and good luck hunting, and let's just keep pounding away and get to your goals.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah. It's going to be good.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to end that. And if anyone else has questions on Facebook, feel free to comment below and I can message you back. And thank you again, Brad, for being on here. It was a pleasure, and I'll see you Sunday if you're not hunting. Get back.
Bye.